So my internet's done. I thought we could have a nice little talk. Because that's what I do now, apparently. This the design of this room, by the way, isn't my choice. I tried to do like a slick back bun, pimp named Slick Back, but my hair, I've got weird bangs at the front, and I'm not putting gel in my hair. Like, I know I need to shower, right? I know I need to shower, but I don't want to shower. Because I hate myself. I don't want to look at myself naked. This is like an art channel, arts and crafts, but also capturing my sadness. Because I think that's fun. I had another song in my dream, but this one was like an acoustic guitar. I remember thinking I could have improved upon it the whole dream. I was like, I could improve upon this. I'm wearing my Night of the Living Dead t-shirt. I don't suit the color white, which is probably why I look a little weird today. Also because I didn't wash my face or clean my teeth, or I cleaned my teeth before I went to sleep. Isn't that enough? I woke up at 7, and then I always do this. I like lie back in my bed and I'm like, I'm not going to fall asleep. And then of course I fall back asleep and I wake up at 12, like half 12 actually, which I thought it was a lot later. I thought I was waking up at like 2 o'clock. You're not getting any of this. Go away. No. Kitty, go bed. Sorry. Go away. I'm starting to miss all of the functions of my laptop. And I was considering getting one of them tablets that come with like a little click-clack keyboard. Click-clack keyboard. I don't look at the camera, I look at myself because I'm narcissistic. Is it narcissistic if I want to always look at myself just to make sure that I don't look like a total freak? Or is that just self-obsessed? I guess they're one and the same. Because you know, whenever you're little, and you're like, I don't want to go outside today, and like a parental figure or someone is like, nobody's looking at you, you think the whole world revolves around you. And like, if I look weird, won't more people look at me than if I look normal? I look at people, I look at their outfits, I look at their pretty faces, I look at their hair, their shoes, because I'm always curious about what shoes people pair with their outfits. Because it's not an easy thing. To pair a shoe with an outfit. And I always think in my head, well, what's normal fashion these days? Every time I go outside, I look at this, I see what the people are wearing. In a normal way. In a totally normal way. It's not like I see what other people are wearing and then I try to like incorporate that into my fashion. Because it's not as if everybody out there like choreographed, like came together and discussed a universal outfit. I just see what I like. Or I just see what I like. And then I'm like, wow, she's trendy. Wow, this person's not. I live in like a rural small town, So there's just a lot of people who still dress like it's 2014, and I love it. Jeans and a scarf. Skinny jeans and a scarf. Jeggings and a scarf with a boot. Awesome. I'm not judging. I love it. I got a comment. I got a comment that said, you spoke. Okay, so I often get comments from men that are weird and creepy. I could tell this comment was from a man, but it wasn't weird and creepy. It was more like it was more like paternal advice, I think was what he was trying to do. And he said, like, he said, you spoke in a video in the past, really enthusiastically about interior design. I don't remember ever speaking enthusiastically about interior design, but I don't doubt him, because I do really enjoy interior design. And he was like, well, I just enjoy design. I enjoy design and control. Isn't design control? You control the mood of the space. Also, I say I like interior design, and you're looking at around my room. I already said I have no control over this. I do what I can. This is a shared space with a 9-year-old. What was I saying? He said you spoke enthusiastically about interior design in the past. Maybe you could go into that as a career. I think you would be good at it. My immediate thought, as I turned off my phone and I threw it to the end of my bed and I put my head in my pillow in a fit of depression, because how dare you act like you know me? You're giving me advice. My first thought was, no, if I was an interior designer, I would quit day 1. I would quit day 2, because everything stresses me out. And if it was my job to design, to have any say over other people's lives, where their stuff goes, the color of their walls, that's too much pressure, that's too much responsibility. I need a low responsibility job, one that work I don't even have to show up. I can do it online. Writing. Why can't I be like a writer? Because I didn't go to school for it. Did that just answer your question? Why didn't I go to... I just remembered why, and it's a long and dark rabbit hole. But I do have a degree in... I have a Bachelor of Arts in animation and visual effects. I don't think I deserve the degree to be TBH. I didn't show up for most of my classes because that meant going outside, and I was dealing with a lot during those 3 years. First year was fine, I guess. Second year, no, that happened the second year. First year was fine because COVID happened. And I'm an antisocial person. Why can't classes just be online? Why can't you have that choice? I never got COVID. I wore a mask. Obviously, I got 2 vaccinations. But I had to take a COVID test every single time, every 3 times a week, like before I had to go to class and stuff. So they knew that I didn't have it. They had those guns, they would shoot you. And I never had COVID. But I think it's because I'm antisocial. But I did go to parties and stuff. and like just drink out of other people's glasses, and they'd be like they would like try to stop parties from happening because you're meant to have like your household and then you can't mix with other people because of COVID. I don't want to relive COVID, but I liked the online classes and stuff. I mean, it was sad because I went home for Christmas that year, and then I didn't go back until summer. I didn't go back. I didn't go back to uni for like December, January, February, March. Let's say March, maybe after March. Because I didn't need to, classes were online, but I knew I had to go back at some point to get my stuff. I was like, well, if I can do this from home, why am I even here? And like, I mean, being there was good. There was a lot of good, but there was also a lot. I'm not, okay. What was this discussion about? It doesn't matter. I like writing because I'm bad at talking like this, and the way I just got confused about my point wouldn't have happened if I was writing it and I could just in front of me see the words that I was talking, see the words that I was saying, and I could organize them. I like organizing. I used to be really good at Tetris. Like the leaderboards of Tetris. Not anymore though, because I don't like things that I like. I think I talked about this yesterday. They're just things that I know will get my brain excited, and I don't engage with them. I would sooner engage with something that makes me anxious than I would engage with something that would make me emotional. You know, I'd rather feel scared than feel happy, excited. Remember I was talking about my sketchbooks and how I have that one that I'm pointing at it with my pinky. It's on the table. That I hate because I was trying to draw in a way that I don't usually draw. Well, now I'm scared of drawing in this cartoonishly, the normal way, in this new sketchbook I have. But also, there's not real stakes here. My life has no real stakes. But things are important because they're important as people. And I'm a person, and these things are important to me, therefore they are important. Thank you for listening. You try talking to yourself. You try talking to a camera. I hate that I pointed that out because now I'm very aware that I'm sitting here by myself. I'm eating 2 slices of white bread with butter and an egg, a boiled egg in between, like mashed up. Also, I sniff my food. I don't know why, it's just a better eating experience. It's like preparing my taste buds for what I'm about to eat. I sound very autistic today. I'm not. I don't even understand the difference between someone with autism and someone without autism. Can you explain that to me, please, doctors, scientists? Because isn't the diagnosis of like mild autism just singling somebody out? Whenever like basically it's like what makes them different from people without autism? Is it because you think they're weird? So you want to like put a label on them so you can treat them different? You want to put a label on them so you can treat them different, bitch? Because you think because they do stuff that you wouldn't do. But you do stuff that I don't do, bitch. Weird ass. Autism's like the weird disease. I mean, to people who don't have it, or who don't, to people who aren't familiar with it. They see someone weird and they think they can go, oh, autistic. Do you know how many therapists and psychologists I've talked to in my life? A lot. I don't like any of them. I feel like they don't work for me. Because they either just talk about stuff that's not even relevant to what I need to talk about. Like movies and stuff, they'll want to talk. The male ones just want to talk about other stuff. And the female ones are just tired and they can't help you. Not to make it a gender thing. I wish I didn't just make it a gender thing. But my experience is yeah, a lot of therapists. And I ask them, I'm like, do you think I'm autistic? And they're like, no. Just because I got space bonds in doesn't mean you can diagnose me. And just because I'm in this like childish room, once again, I share a room with a 9-year-old. I don't even know if she's 9. She might be 8. To finish my thought earlier, the thought about what? The thought about writing and how I like it because it's control and organized. It's just words. I love words. The English language, the Spanish language. I don't speak Spanish, but I wish I did. I speak like, you know that scene in Orange Is the New Black? Where I haven't watched that show in like 5 years, but I saw this clip a while ago, where that show made me so depressed. By the way, I gained and lost 100 pounds of weight within like a year and a half. And I'm pretty sure the gain part was because of that show. It just made me so sad. I would wake up at like 6 in the morning because I had to get a bus, and I would sit in the living room and I'd watch Orange Is the New Black on Netflix, and I would eat. I would just keep eating. And then when I got home, it was the same thing. I was like, this show was so sad, and I feel like it's so dark and cold outside. Also, everything is just dark, and I don't watch dark shows anymore. I try to watch Shameless, but it's like a little too close to home. The American and UK Shameless. It's like, why would you watch this? Isn't it a little too real? Where's the fantasy? I like fantasy. I like writing. Back to my point about it's a really great language. I'm so pretty. If anyone wants to hire me as a model, I know I'm like 5'4". I'm like 5'3 and a half. I was 5'4" in high school and then I shrank. I don't know why. Aren't there short models and they just wear high heels? I think I heard that somewhere. But obviously the taller you are, the more like slim you look. And you gotta look slim to make the clothes look good. No one wants to see unflattering clothes on an unflattering model. Like me. I'm soft green. Miley, you literally cried looking out. I sneezed and my phone setup fell. To finish my thought earlier, I just think the symptoms of autism mimic the symptoms of like depression, especially for someone who's had it from like age 6. So it's like everything in my life is a coping mechanism. It's not like I lay in bed I do lay in bed all day, but whenever I'm not laying in bed all day, everything's a coping mechanism. My breakfast is a coping mechanism. Avoiding showering is a coping mechanism. Drugs is a coping mechanism. Drinking. Making myself look better is a coping mechanism. Lying to myself, it's like all these things are just coping mechanisms my whole life. Except for writing. Well, I do daydream a lot. That's a coping mechanism. A lot of like fantastical scenarios. It's like uncontrollable. It's like something that happens to me. I would just be like, less anymore. It used to happen a lot. Like the more stressed I am, the more I just leave and I'm just sitting here like this. Or like talking to myself, but like no words coming out. I'm thinking the words. And I'm just imagining these stories. So that's what writing is for. But I understand my brain just shutting down and imagining like a different life and putting me in it. What's that called? It's like maladaptive daydreaming, but I don't like to use labels, terms. Because then it's like, oh, you think you got this? Oh, she's got that. Fucking freak. It's like, it's just daydreaming uncontrollably. And so with that stuff, for the past like 3 years, I've been writing down. And then that's, it's like a lot of short horror stories and comic book violence, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. What I'm saying right now doesn't make sense. But it's like if I have this coping mechanism that takes over sometimes, why not just use it to my advantage and try to use it to write? And then maybe I can actually do something successful with my goddamn life. I wrote a book. I say that it's not published. Nothing's published. Published. That means talking to people. That means figuring stuff out. I don't do that. I should be like a TV writer. I always thought I took a career test 5 years ago. I took 2 of them on the treadmill. I was on the treadmill and took a career test on my laptop. Cause my laptop was like sitting on like the treadmill thing, and because I was watching YouTube and running while walking fast, and I don't run. That's too much. And I took a career test, 2 of them, and they both said that I should be like a TV writer. And I stand by that. I think the test was right. I should be a TV writer. But do you know how much work it takes? I want to be like Amy Heckerling. She used to shoot advertisements in the 80s, I think, or the early 90s. And then she made the movie Fast Times, which was was it a success at the time or did it bomb and then it became a success after? I don't know, but then she made Clueless. And did Amy Heckerling write Jennifer's Body also? It's like hit after hit after hit. And the movie with Charlize Theron, where she's like, she's like a huge bitch, and she comes home to her hometown, and she tries to cause drama, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? And she like grows, it's young adult, is that what it's called? That movie also, I think, is Amy Heckerling. I could be thinking of someone else right now. Yeah, I want to like, but see, that's just another fantasy. Doing stuff means doing stuff, and I would rather someone just, so I don't have to do anything. Thinking about doing stuff stresses me out so bad. It's like if the thought of going to the store makes me want to get drunk. How am I gonna live a life? How am I gonna live a life? Why can't I just do a bunch of coke and be like Stephen King? This room has had the same wallpaper since I was born, like since 2001. And I'm trying to decide, I'm trying to remember if it was originally purple or originally orange. Like Nickelodeon orange to like 2000s purple. Because I'm looking around and I'm seeing there's like purple paint splattered on this bookshelf over here, which leans towards purple. It was originally orange and it was painted purple. Also, the same wallpaper is out in the hall. There's a little bit of it left out there. And it's orange. But was it painted orange? There's a little bit of the purple wallpaper exposed up there where I guess the brush couldn't reach. Like a tiny little bit. And also behind the radiator, where people usually don't paint behind the radiator because no one sees it anyway. They just go down as far as they can. It's purple, it's dark purple. It's not orange. But there's purple paint splattered on the bookshelf. And the wallpaper right there is orange. And I don't remember what color it was when I was a kid. I think it was orange. But was it painted orange? Wouldn't there be evidence of orange paint? Or was it originally orange and then it was painted purple because it was like 2003? And and then it was hot pink. I remember it being painted hot pink. I prefer wallpaper to paint, like patterned wallpaper with like a small pattern, like something floral, preferably, like a little vintagey. And maybe a few like sconces, you know, something like imagine like your grandma's house, like your grandma's bedroom, or like your great aunt's house, something like that. Cute, but like a lot like more minimalistic and dark. Like there's pillows everywhere and scarves over the lampshades, candles, Antique French furniture. Not hard to get if you've got money. And worth every penny. Real wood. Everything's made out of plastic nowadays. Real wood. I'm obsessed with rugs. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rugs in here right now. Mostly for soundproofing. Not to soundproof in here, because I don't be doing anything in here, but to soundproof the rest of the house out. I also have little earplugs. I think I talked about them yesterday or the day before. I put in my little earplugs. You can hear right now, you can hear like in the hallway. Pissing me off. I don't even want to be here. Can't stay here, nowhere else to go. I need a shower so badly. Maybe I just feel bad because I need to shower. But it's I'm like, okay, so you shower, you wash your hair, and then what? It's not as if you're gonna shave in there. It's not as if you're gonna wash your body, because that's too much effort and it takes too much time. So you wash your hair, you get out of the shower, and then you come in here to your messy room. What are you gonna clean your room after you already got yourself clean? No, you're gonna put on your dirty clothes. You're gonna put on underwear that's too tight because you gained weight, fat ass. And then you're going to continue rotting just but with clean hair. Like it's always like, it's a cycle of negativity. Bitch, just go for a shower. But why though? I don't want to see myself naked. My mom's home from work. My mom. She's talking on the phone with someone in her room, and it's making me nervous. She's so loud, I feel like she's gonna bust. But this is her house. I shouldn't be here. I'm such a baby. I'm such a fucking baby. This bedroom doesn't help. Positive vibes. Positivity. It's not happening today. The positivity is not happening today. Let it go. Let it go. Should I put on a wig? Would this have looked been a lot better if I was wearing like a long sexy wig instead of this mess? I'm done anyway. I'm done my breakfast. I've been recording for 43 minutes. And now I've got to edit it. And now I'll probably post it later. Oh, what is this I'm feeling? What keeps the planet spinning? I might just read today. I might just read some Sherlock. My mom, I asked for a Sherlock, like a collection of some Sherlock stories when I was 14. And Santa got me this. It's somehow like a knockoff collection of books from Amazon. I'm 100% certain that this is from Amazon. This is like Wikipedia for Arthur Conan Doyle. Yeah, and it doesn't even have the, like, it doesn't have the first books. Does it? It doesn't have A Study in Scarlet. It has just random pictures of really, really blurry, out of focus, unrelated pictures of like classical art. And then there's Vincent Price. Is that Vincent Price? I don't think so. It's someone as a vampire. Because I guess that's how he was described. What is that? Coming out of his hand. Unrelated to the stories of Sherlock. I don't think it even has, they're not in order. I don't think it has A Study in Scarlet. No, the first one is A Scandal in Bohemia. Why? Why is that the first one? Hold on, this book comes with a free audiobook. Anyway, at least I had some stories, but I did read them mostly online anyway. Because it didn't have those weird distracting pictures, and I could read the stories in order, which you don't even have to read them in order, but there's lore that is dropped in all of the individual stories. And a lot of it changes the facts about like the character. You drink a lot of coffee. You're drinking coffee. Well, this was a nice little chat. What if I start day drinking? 47 minutes now. I need to wash my hair. My hair isn't even good. I don't have a good haircut. I'm growing it out so it can be long. Then maybe it will be worth washing. Right now it's not even worth washing. It's a mess. These little front bits are a mess. Why don't I just cover it in oils and like hair growing stuff? But you need to wash your hair or it doesn't grow. It's like a double-edged sword. I ran out of Prozac, fluoxetine, and because you get a 2-week supply, and then you're meant to call the doctor and ask for it to be refilled, and then you go to the pharmacy and they give it to you. But I don't like calling the doctor. Even though it's automated, it's a robot. It's like, please state your name and the pharmacy you would like this to be collected at. It makes me too nervous calling it. Why can't I just like type? Why can't I go on the computer and do it? I have to talk. And I always stutter and I always get it wrong. I almost get my own name wrong every single time. I'm like, and then sometimes I accidentally delete the message instead of sending it and I have to do it again. Or the bigger problem is whenever I do it correctly and I send it to the doctor, my message, and then I go to the pharmacy and the pharmacy doesn't have it. So I'm like, oh, okay. I leave, I go back the next day. They're like, well, when did you order it? And I was like, I don't know, Friday. And it's Tuesday. And they're like, well, we're not going to hold it for that long. And I'm like, yeah, but I came yesterday and you didn't have it. And they're like, well, you can come Saturday. He's like, I don't know, I didn't know you were open on Saturday. Also, if you had it, wouldn't you have it yesterday? And then they have to like go check. And they're like, oh yeah, well, we have it. But sometimes they don't have it. And it's like a whole ordeal. I have to call again. And be like, I already asked for a prescription refill. But they don't have it, so maybe send out that order again. And then I go back to the pharmacy. I don't even want to go to the pharmacy once. Why can't I just type it in on a website and then have it delivered to me, to my door? Because then maybe I would actually be on like a steady prescription instead of I'm on for 4 weeks and then I just stop taking it because I don't want to deal with people, with calling the fucking doctor, with going to the fucking pharmacy. What the fuck is she talking about? And I haven't, it's only 20 milligrams. I need more. I know I need more because I don't feel the effects anymore. I think that's like a low dosage. But to get a higher dosage, I'd have to call my doctor. And my doctor fucking sucks. Oh my god. You have to wake up 8 a.m. You have to call them. You're on hold. You're caller number 40. By the time they get to you, 6 hours later, no more appointments today because they only take appointments that day. The next day you have to wake up 8 a.m. Immediately get on hold to the doctor's office. Sorry, no appointments today. I just need this one thing. Well, you need an appointment for that. Okay, try again then tomorrow. Yeah? Had to go deal with my mom, my mother. Why aren't I living alone? Because living alone is expensive and I can't hold a job. I got these crisps. Let's focus on lighter stuff. I got these crisps. Nacho chips. Loaded. They taste like absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Nobody wanted them. They're 50p. Too much, if you ask me. Too expensive. I would eat them. I was eating them. I was eating them yesterday and I woke up today and I felt sick. And it was like the most artificial flavor of caramel. Miley, what are you burying? My dog's trying to bury dog food on my carpet. Yeah, babe, just eat it. Just eat the dog food, sweetie. Just eat the dog food. She just ate it and looked at me. Why are you trying to bury it if you could eat it? Why are you trying to bury it if you could eat it? No one's coming for your dog food. No one's going to eat your dog food, babe. I'll make sure of it. I wish she could understand me. I wish I could tell her that nobody's going to eat her dog food. She trusts me not to steal it, but if anyone else comes into my room, she freaks out and tries to like eat the whole bowl immediately and starts choking. No one's gonna steal your dog food, babe. You're a dog. It's your dog food. If I got really fat, would you still care? The nicer I look in my videos, the more views I could get. And I'm trying to get that monetization. But I don't look good right now. I look fucking awesome. I'm wearing an unflattering color with unflattering hair. I got this weird bump in my hair. It's straight pissing me off. I wanted to do that like Kardashian, like slick back bun, but one bun in the center of my head does not work for me. I need two to like balance out the bigness of my head. I don't have a big head. I'm a soft gamine body type, so I have like a small body. I'm just a little baby. Well, I guess our lunch is over. I've got so much stuff to do. I'm like so busy today. I've got